distinguished President of Court of Justice of European Union, Koen Lenaerts, and distinguished President of European Court for Human Rights, Marko Bošnjak. My name is MARCHIS Alexandru Emil. I'm a journalist from the city Bacau, Romania. Through this channel, I come in front of you with multiple injustice acts made by some judges of Tribunalul Bacau Court. From the start, I ask you to intervene because judges from Tribunalul Bacau started to decline, cancel all my trials. So by now, in 3 years, 5 of my trials were cancelled, based on some judges on the Bacau's court, on the main background trials, that admitted my complaints. And somehow in Tribunalul Bacau, some of the judges declined them. Are exactly the opposite things, and this is a very big problem that I'm confronting. Some judges say that I'm right, and Tribunalul Bacau, my complaints, when they get to the appeal state in Tribunalul Bacau, they decline my complaints. I cannot do this anymore without your help. I think it's the 5th or the 6th video that I'm making, and I'm asking you for help because it's a critical situation that it's happening into the city Bacau, and I cannot do this alone. So we're filming this at 16 hours and 25 minutes on 8 May 2025 in front of the building of Tribunalul Bacau Court. I will tell you short and to the point all the files I will write to the screen because it's not possible all my trials to be cancelled, to be dismissed because of judge of Tribunalul Bacau. I upset her because I sued his relative. Until I will begin my pledorary in front of you and I begin speaking with the files exactly, I want to tell you that some magistrates want revenge on me because I appeared public multiple times and unveiling some problems and some abuses with some magistrates. So now I'm officially pursued for keeping me down, to put me to the ground, and with this trial being cancelled and denied, to make myself in my head an image that I'm not right, that I don't know what I'm talking about, and as long as they will do abuses and they will not respect the laws, like I'm respecting the laws because they are judges, we will not make a justice act. This is not justice what is happening in Romania. Let's begin the first file, and this was the problem, 8555/180/2022. So was my permit that I wanted into the background trial, into Bacau's court, and the judge said that I'm right. And then, almost in the same period, I sued a relative from a judge from Tribunalul Bacau. So this was an inconvenient, and this was a very big problem because the judge actually that I believe, and I made the complaint to the Bucharest to investigate this, is I believe that is a relative with a judge from Tribunalul Bacau named Spiridon. Well, I didn't knew that Spiridon Vasilica from AJPIS Bacau, it's a inspection paying and other paying institution of Romania in the city Bacau. I sued that because from her mistake, she told me that aren't indemnizations, that I cannot take my indemnization, a money treat that I earned legally from the Romanian state. And some of the amounts, that indemnization was paid into the amounts, monthly paid, I didn't get some amounts because of her. I didn't knew that she had a relative here into the Tribunalul Bacau, and there, with this file, into the appeal, the police made the appeal, and it appears that the judge revoked me 3 months. I didn't have the permit to drive my car. I remind you that the judge from the Bacau's court admitted my complaint, and then from the Tribunalul Bacau, Spiridon and another judge denied me. To continue, another file, 14687, I will put it to the screen, /180/2022. I had a complaint with the local police that fined me. They pretend that I had on my car films on the windshield and on the front windows, and I asked for a special device that the police have this device to measure if my windows have a film, because my car hadn't. I sued and went to the Tribunalul Bacau, which evidently revoked, cancelled my complaint, and I was having as proof from the Audi company, Audi dealership, that my windows are tinted from the factory, are special double-sided windows with some contrast that in the night when the police pull me over, the windows were a little bit black, but it didn't have any film on them, which the film, of course, it is illegal in Romania. To continue, the third file, 10,219/180/2023, was my trial with Anaf. I sued the fiscal administration because in those indemnization of the AJPs put the penalties way too high, 20 times they legally put it. So of course the Tribunalul Bacau resigned me, and I don't know exactly here into this file. I'm not sure. I cannot say that Tribunalul Bacau judged this case, because it had given a nullity, saying that this trial was null because this lawsuit didn't warrant judged by anyone. Bacau's court sent me to the Tribunalul Bacau, and I'm not sure about this. They reject somehow being a nullity to the case. I will get a written decision, motivation of the judges, and I will tell you more into the comments. Of course, I will put also the judges who denied me, cancelled my complaints. Dear presidents of European institution, into my fourth file, I have a procedural agent from the Tribunalul Bacau that signed instead of me. There is a procedural agent that didn't give me a lot of citations, consignes. So in this file, in the fourth file, the consigne was signed by him for me, which I didn't know. I didn't show up into the appeal, and I lost this lawsuit because I didn't know of his term and his existence. There are two identical signatures. I went to the Bacau prosecution and I made a complaint for this procedural agent from the Tribunalul Bacau. So not only it's a criminal thing to sign for someone. Into my fifth file, I made a complaint to the Bacau's court, which were some problems, were a few fair facts from the judge, but the judge into the main trial, the background, said that the complainant and me as defendant, the judge expressed herself that it's a common fault. I partially admitted that it's common fault because I feel that it's a small fault there in that case of mine, but I admitted that I had some part of a fault. And if the judge said that it's a common fault, I made an appeal, and the background judge, and if the background judge said that it's a common fault, he gave my expenses to me. If it's a common fault, an equal fault from both sides, you must, and I asked into the trial, into the background trial, each part to have their expenses with their lawyers, not me to pay the complainant's expenses. And I demanded this also by written email. Well, the judge from the background file put me 400 euros equivalent of Romanian lei, 400 euros my expenses for the complainant's lawyer, and I felt that it's not okay, it's not equity, it's not equity here. So I made the appeal because the decision was partial and had a lack of equity. And if you are saying both sides have a fault, then both sides should pay their expenses. If me as a defendant, if I had the fault, I should pay the complainant's expenses. Makes logical sense into the law facts, okay? So into the first term of Tribunalul Bacau, I was ill and I couldn't go. I sent judges a medical document by email and I told my reasons I could not, and I asked them to give another term Then I saw that the judges did not give me another term. They give a term to deliberate. And of course, I put my written conclusions and I ask why I want this appeal to be admitted. And I ask to re-put the case on another term. If not, with the written conclusions to make a decision. Yesterday, in 7 May 2025, they declined my appeal. So these presidents of European Court for Human Rights and the Court of Justice of European Union, you see what I'm dealing for, and the revenge of some magistrates is unbelievable. I promised that I will not appear public, and I didn't appear for 2 years now with cases against magistrates. But they keep on canceling me. They kept on making me troubles and declining my demands, my complaints, and this is not okay. I even closed some videos online with some judges of Tribunalul Bacau to make peace. I want to make peace. I wanted to make peace. I even said this to the president of Tribunalul Bacau Court, to make peace with the judges and to have a peaceful life, because I'm sick and tired with this my acts, with this journalism, with this corruption in Romania, that we will not have, we will not succeed. These are not coincidence that 5 of my files were dropped. And keep in mind that I want to tell you something very interesting. There are a lot of true judges, uncorruptible judges, that give decision based on the laws and not on their self-pride. And for these things I bow in front of them, and I'm thanking them, because they are applying their law. They are doing their duty as by the book. This is not a video attacking judges here in Tribunalul Bacau. This is a video informing the high authorities, European authorities, to help me and to getting involved into this case. I don't have a fight with the system from a corrupt judge and one corrupt prosecutor that asked me for a bribe. They ruined my life and I lost almost everything. So now I want to get in peace with my life and remake my life, rebuild my life, but they are not letting me. Revenges, these are evident revenges that I bring in front of you through this channel, that I have a powerful audience, and I excuse to my subscribers that I appear on this channel, which is a tech channel. The blame which I accuse, it's one prosecutor named Anaf Alexandru and the judge Sergiu Pașcu, that destroyed my life, knowing that I was innocent, which I was condemned with suspended 10 months in 2019. 2 lying gypsy ethnicity brothers that framed me with 2 witnesses, which I demonstrate, and I shoot with a legally carry firearm into the mean air without hurting anyone. One of these 2 brothers was the attacker, bodybuilder, that attacked me with a sharp knife, making me defend myself. So the prosecutor had his admittance. He admitted the act in his first statement. Into the press, I had one of his witnesses who couldn't evidently see the incident. You can see, I will put a video here that I described the incident on the wide scale, and I made a lot of protests in Bucharest. The Minister of Justice knows these situations. The Supreme Justice from Supreme Council from Magistracy in Bucharest knows this situation. And I have to tell you that my fault, and I have to blame myself, because I insist with this protest. I insist with this in Bucharest because a prosecutor wanted to bring out the truth, and to the lying testimony file. I won the judicial experiment made by the forensic police. Listen to this. I have an official papers that said that I won the judicial experiment, saying that one of the bodybuilder witnesses could not see the incident. They were paid to make me this because they knew I had some money, and I work hard for my money, and I was a decent man with a small 6 months child when the firearm was used. But the prosecutor wanted a bribe, and I didn't want to give him, and wanted a fast promotion on my back, on an innocent guy, working guy in Bacau City, who has a lot of diplomas and a lot of recognizing from the community. So, dear judges, I ask you nicely, I want a peaceful life, and I'm repeating myself, I don't want any incidents, I don't want to do something stupid with this situation. I want to live in peace. I want to not having a fight with the magistrates. I'm sick and tired of this situation. The last 2 files, you can see them internally on your system. I will not publish them, and I hope you will intervene because my life, it's a pretty much mess. I ask my subscribers, the lawyer, the judges, to intervene. And I ask all the people from my channel, if you have connections and you have direct contacts with the judges from the European Court for Human Rights and from the Court of Justice of European Union, to send this case, send this link, present my situation, because I have a lot of evidence and a lot of proofs for what I'm saying. For all the files I have official proofs, not versions of my, every part has his version. No, I have the version of the law, and exactly the proofs, the official proofs that demonstrate this. And it's very easy. If you watch the entire video, you saw that in my official evidence, and they are making a lot of abuses without any care, some of the judges, so I'm not speaking for all of them. I ask the decent judges and the other judges that are true judges, are working for their career, to not get involved with the abusive judges and the corrupt judges, to not get involved into this mess, and to keep their chin and to their heads up without making their image stained. I hope that someone will find a peaceful manner to end this between me and all the judges, all the magistrates. I want a peaceful life, and I want somehow to rebuild my family and rebuild my life. I'm Marchis Alexandru Emil. I bow in front of you, and thank you for watching this. Have a pleasant day.